Okay guys, today we're going to be reacting to another Nukes Top 5. We're going to be reacting to Nukes Top 5 Top 10 Scary Ghost Videos that went viral. Get right into it, shall we?
Walk without rhythm. One night, couple Eric and Dunya head out to the beach in the Netherlands.
Okay.
They plan to search for the bioluminescent algae that only appears during warm summer nights. The algae is a favorite amongst photographers and sightseers because of its otherworldly blue sparkle as it crashes into the ocean waves. Now, unfortunately, Eric and Dunya don't find any of the algae while strolling along the beach, and they
That sucks. Going to see a specific thing and not being able to, especially something that would have been that beautiful of a sight.
decide to just head back home. They stroll along a pathway that is surrounded by the overgrown brush of what is referred to in the Netherlands as the dunes. Without even knowing, Eric captures something that is downright chilling.
I first watched Dune as a little kid. It was a good movie. And I watched the newer one. The woman in the newer one, well, don't know how new it is. It's a lot hotter than the one in the older one.
It's well nice out here. I'm gonna make your head explode
I
again.
think I saw something out there in the...
While panning the camera, a dark shadow-like mass can be seen popping up and then quickly ducking back down into the brush. It happens so quick that the couple
I think that might just be the shadow from the camera.
doesn't even notice. Now, it's worth mentioning
Well, from the light.
that the fence you see in the video is there for a reason, as it's highly illegal to cross the fence and walk into the dunes. These particular dunes are an important protected natural habitat for rare bird species that nest there during summer months. So it is highly unlikely that anyone could have been hiding in the bushes. And there
People aren't going to care that they're not supposed to cross over the deal. They'll still cross over it, even if it's illegal to cross over it. Believe me. The mere fact that they're telling you not to go over it will make some people go over it. But as I said, it looks like it's just a shadow cast from the plants, from the light on the camera or phone they're using.
are no large animals in the dunes. Now, this is when things start to get really weird.
What did you hear?
I don't know. I had something like following me.
Don't say that. I don't know. We're way too far away from any people to be getting creeped out over this kind of shit right now.
I'll keep it to myself next time.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. I'm gonna.
No, but are you serious? Did you really hear something?
Yeah, I really heard.
But what did it
something.
sound like?
I don't know, like something like crawling, but following. It's a bit weird. It's like, yeah, crawling but following.
Is it still following us now?
No, it stopped because we stopped.
So if we keep on going, it's gonna keep on following us.
No, I don't hear it anymore. Yeah, I heard it.
Again?
Yeah.
There's nothing here though, babe.
Maybe there's like a friendly bunny. An overly friendly bunny.
Dunya swears that she hears something following along after them from somewhere within the thick brush of the dunes. So just what is this? And even creepier, is it following them as they hurry home? Let me know what you think. The Night Visitor.
Wait a minute, were they even using lights, or was that just them walking? No matter what, I still think this is a trick of shadow, but I saw the light on her head and assumed it was darker, but on the panning it showed the sunset and everything. So I'm not sure about that. But again, as I said, I think it's simply a shadow cast from the plants.
An overnight security guard is watching the basement lobby of a luxurious apartment building in Santa Marta, Colombia. At around 3 a.m., an old woman approaches the door and the guard hurries over to open it up for her. The old lady asks for help, and it seems like the guard and the elderly woman are having a long conversation. One problem though, there is no old lady.
Yeah, I can
The
see that.
CCTV cameras do not record anyone else in this room. As his fellow guards watch him on the CCTV monitor from the control room, they start to get a bit concerned. So they radio him and ask, hey, what's going on down there? The guard says, I'm talking to an old lady who says she needs some help. But the guard's blood runs cold as multiple replies come back on his radio from his fellow guards who say, there's no one there.
Believe it or not, I've actually seen people talking to themselves like that before. Sometimes it's just because they're a little strange. Sometimes it's for other reasons, like rehearsing, acting, or one guy was practicing trying to stand up to his girlfriend. Didn't work out well for him.
The guard seems shocked, so they repeat, there's no one there. There is no one there. The guard is shook. He smashes at the elevator button in an irrational panic, and then just makes a run from the building. When investigating the case later, residents of the apartment say that they have also witnessed the spirit of the old lady. Some say they have also had conversations with her where she asks for help. So what do you think is going on here? Did the security guard really see a ghost? I leave it up to you to decide.
Every old lady I've met has always started out extremely mean, but after talking to them for a bit, they've always ended up being extremely nice people. Also very knowledgeable. They can basically tell you about stuff that you've never heard about.
Poltergeist. A happy family in North Wales says that they live in a house that is over 300 years old and is haunted by some sort of entity or poltergeist. They say that they often experience unexplained activity, so they decided to set up a security camera in an attempt to catch some of these strange phenomena on video. They upload their spooky captures to their YouTube channel, Ragnar and the Viking Family. So, early one evening after dinner, one of the kids is sitting at the dining room table with their laptop when this happens.
Okay, I've seen this one in another video. First the left chair moves, and then the right chair, then the right chair from her moves.
Okay.
We love you.
Love you.
And then she runs off.
Daddy?
Two separate chairs inexplicably move by themselves, one of them tipping over and falling to the floor. The girl quickly puts down her headset and hurries to find her dad. But that's not all. Less than an hour later on the same night, this happens.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just let this play through. Not sure if I saw this part.
A cup suddenly flies off the dining room table, spooking the family dog. Cut to another day, and the family dad begins to hear strange noises coming from the back of the house. Fearing the worst, he grabs his phone and records as he goes to investigate.
I have seen
What
this
happens
one.
next is downright chilling.
A noise from downstairs. Sounded like footsteps. It came from the back of the house, and we know we're the only people in the house. There's no one else here.
I'm gonna stay here.
Huh?
I'm gonna stay here. It's too scary.
Right.
I'm gonna stay.
Didn't come from this area of the house, but it sounded like footsteps. Jesus Christ, the door just closed.
Wait a
Was there
minute.
someone in? Did you see anyone?
No.
Wait a minute.
Be careful.
I didn't notice that in the last
Fearing the
one.
worst, he grabs his phone and records as he goes to
So was she just behind him saying she's gonna stay here? He went in the room, turned around, and the door slammed shut, and then suddenly she was behind him in the room?
investigate. What happens next is downright chilling.
A noise from downstairs. Sounded like footsteps. It came from the back of the house, and we know we're the only people in the house. There's no one else here.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay here.
Huh?
I'm gonna stay here. It's too scary.
Right.
I'm gonna stay.
Didn't come from this area of the house, but it sounded like footsteps. Jesus Christ, the door just...
Yeah, it looks like that's exactly what happened. She said she was going to stay there when she was in the hallway. Now she's in the bedroom.
Closed.
Was there someone in? Did you see anyone?
No.
Richard, be careful.
Guys, is there anyone in here?
Or was that simply a jump cut?
No
What
one behind
happened
the
there?
door.
Hello?
Is this the room he walked into?
Hello?
There's no one in here.
That's creepy. Hello?
The door is really stiff on the carpet.
So we can't close so well, so how can it close?
There's no window open. Ethan, move open the curtains.
Where did this other kid come from?
Dusty. Nothing. It's really dusty.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's get out of here, guys. Come on.
Yeah, quick.
Guys, go on. Go.
A bedroom door at the end of the hallway on the second floor slams shut. They open the door to inspect the bedroom and no one there. So could this family be dealing with a poltergeist?
Okay, at first it was just him and her. Then suddenly a kid appears. She said she was going to stay in the hall, and there was a jump cut or something when he was talking to her, what I think is at the stairs. From going in the room to the stairs, and then that little boy appeared out of nowhere.
I leave it to you to decide. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. A haunting visit.
Okay.
Kimberly Carlisle from Waynesboro, Mississippi received a motion detection update on her outdoor security camera. When she checked the footage, she found something truly creepy.
A kitty cat.
The video quickly gained popularity. Many curious viewers commented that it looks like there's 2 or possibly 3 apparitions. Some even say that it's a lady wearing a dress from the 1900s, followed by her 2 ghostly children. Now, Kimberly and her husband...
I don't like how the picture changes like it did. I don't know if they did that to enhance it or if it's from the original one, but it just doesn't spell out real to me. It looks like a faked video.
Williams say that they have had their security camera in place for a long time, but they have never caught anything like this. So what do you think this is? Was it just a very odd fog rolling through their area? And if so, why did they only get this one creepy notification? The staircase.
If you take a close look, it's like the entire area lights up a bit and then lights up a bit when they appear and then gets a little dimmer when they disappear. That there's why I think it's fake. Why I think those are either added or some sort of trick done.
Paranormal investigators Jeff, Phil, and Mark from the YouTube channel Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations stay close to home in their new exploration as they spend the night at Phil's workplace in Kent, England. In 1902, the Kent Electric Power Company was built on the same land where Phil now works. Due to poor working conditions and a general disregard for worker safety, there were many horrific accidents. Many workers lost their lives inside the old power plant, and it was eventually rebuilt in a new location. However, many believe that the ghosts of the old power plant workers still haunt the location. Bill says that through the years he's had multiple paranormal encounters while at work, but over that time he's just sort of gotten used to it.
Okay.
The Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations team sets up several static cameras in the building to capture any supernatural activity. Then Jeff and Phil decide to ask questions directed at any residual spirits that might still haunt the building. And this is when things start to get really creepy.
Looks like they are doing a lot of repair work on that building. It just needs a good painting now. In most of the places, at least going up the stairs. Ooh, pipe stairs.
Can you walk?
Someone on the staircase.
That's what I was thinking. Can you walk up the stairs towards me, please? Don't worry about Jeff. Push past him.
Don't worry about Jeff. Push him down the stairs.
I thought someone was coming up the stairs.
It definitely did sound like weight being put on a wooden step, but that could just be one of these two guys wiggling back and forth. It would create the same noise in an old set of steps. I know because I have to go up one several times a day.
As we are hearing movement on
Up and down.
the stairs, Phil asks for whoever it is to come up the stairs, and I hear footsteps approach me. Here is the enhanced audio.
I thought someone was coming up the stairs.
The sound of footsteps can be heard coming towards Jeff as he's standing on.
They weren't footsteps. The original was just fine. They could have just used that. They purposely tried to alter it to make it sound more like footsteps. It's just the creaking of the boards.
On the staircase. Cut to a little later into the investigation, and the team decides to take a break upstairs. Right after they leave, a static camera pointed at the staircase captures something truly chilling. A shadow figure can be seen on the staircase, which then vanishes as it walks to the side. Now, it should be noted here that the shadow disappears right into a solid wall.
Yeah, but if you look at it, the head is also over the top of it back there. It's obviously just a shadow being cast by whatever window or whatever is behind the camera.
So could it be that Phil's workplace is haunted by the ghosts of the deceased old power plant workers? I'll leave that up to you to decide. You can watch this entire investigation and many more spooky moments over on the YouTube channel.
Maybe even from... No, I think they closed the door. But that's obviously a shadow, and you can tell from where the head was.
Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations. Disappearing Act.
Who is here? Come on! You matter!
Popular Chinese ghost hunter Xiao Long sets out to investigate the creepy story surrounding an
I saw this one too.
abandoned and allegedly haunted mansion in Foshan City, China. He broadcasts his exploration live on his YouTube channel.
Well, I saw him. I'm not sure if I saw this video yet.
And also on a Chinese broadcasting app as thousands tune in to watch his live stream. As Xiaolong makes his way through the massive building, exploring the long hallways room by room, he suddenly hears a very eerie sound.
This is Nali. 惊人。
Why is he reacting that way over a little guitar playing? No, I don't think I've actually seen... I've seen this guy, just not this video.
哎呦，我操你妈的！这是里边声，不知道是外边的还是这楼里的。
Xiaolong is shocked as he hears the creepy sound of a guqin, an ancient Chinese musical instrument, being played by someone. But
Okay, so the Chinese call it a guqin instead of a guitar. Okay.
Xiaolong's night is about to become much more terrifying. As he continues to explore, he finds himself lost in an endless maze of confusing hallways in the large abandoned mansion. What
I just saw freezing breath. Mark down the evidence.
happens next is downright chilling.
我操你妈，这真大呀！我他妈好像他妈走不出去了。
I really wish I could understand this guy's language instead of reading the subtitles. I'm really liking it so far. It puts a good atmosphere.
我操你妈！
Building must not have been empty for long. Nobody's come and looted the copper wiring out of the walls yet.
哎呦，哦！我操你妈！
Okay, I'm pretty sure I've seen this part.
我操你妈呀！我操你妈！
Why is he running towards it?
谁呀？
When he sounds scared, why is he running towards it? If he's gonna run towards it, don't sound scared. If you're gonna sound like that, run away from it.
我操你妈！
Let me check something while this is playing, because I've already seen this part.
我操你妈的！我操！
I want to make sure I'm not rewatching a video.
Xiaolong is shocked as he sees an eerie shadow figure seemingly watching him from the end of the hall. He charges toward it only to find that it has disappeared and now reappears back where he started. He chases it, but again, it disappears into thin air. In the distance, he sees a door unexplainably closed by itself. So Xiaolong thinks that the dark figure he saw might have ducked inside the room. So he heads toward the door to investigate.
Okay. I have seen this part before, but it's not it's not the same video. I should probably ask, if it comes to videos that I've already seen, do you guys want me to go ahead and react to it a second time, or do you want me to skip through it? Because not everybody might have seen the first reaction. I don't mind taking a second analyzing section of oh damn it, a second analyzing session of the video. Oh, the original video didn't have him trying to open it. The original video, well, the other video didn't have him trying to open it like that. It just had him kicking it. On the original one, I wondered why he just walked up and kicked it, but it looks like he tried to open it. Well, from watching this one, looks like he tried to open it and it wouldn't open, and that's why he kicked it.
And with that, Xiaolong has had enough. He sprints along the winding halls of the mansion and eventually makes his escape. So did Xiaolong capture a strange teleporting shadow figure? As always, I leave that to you to decide. You can watch many more.
As I said in the last video, it's entertaining. I like watching it, but it's obviously a setup. That's obviously a friend of his or something. All a show put on, but it's an enjoyable show, and that's all that matters.
More of Xiaolong's terrifying explorations live on his YouTube channel, Outdoor Xiaolong. Stranger in the house.
It might be even better if he had like a little face cam somewhere on the screen so we can see his reaction to the stuff.
When TikTok user Leanne moved into her new house with her son and 2 daughters, she didn't know much about the property's history or previous owners. But as it turns out, a man had taken his own life in the house many years.
That's interesting. Son and 2 daughters. I'm the only son and I had 2 sisters. I'm the baby and then 2 older sisters.
Years ago. Even stranger, the previous owners said that the house was haunted by that man's ghost and had left in fear.
I should probably start saying I'm the youngest, not the baby. There's nothing baby about me anymore.
So, not long after Leanne and her family move into the house, odd, unexplainable things begin to occur. One day, Leanne notices her 6-year-old son Dylan exhibiting some very odd behavior. Little Dylan is playing with his toys in the living room when he can be heard saying, "Who's that?" Then Dylan seems to be looking at something that we can't see, before quickly spinning around, seemingly frightened by something behind him, almost as if he felt something touch him. And things just get creepier from here. One autumn day,
There's obviously somebody there holding a camera. That's not a camera that's mounted to something. The camera's wiggling.
Leanne is outside filming little Dylan as he plays in the fallen leaves.
That's for the kid. Looks like he was just hitting the thing, looked around, saw the reflections in the TV, saw himself, and started staring at himself. Normal for kids to do. As for why he flipped around, could be any number of things. Probably get back to playing. I don't know.
Then this happens.
Yay!
Dylan happily throws around leaves, and then he seems to throw his toy at something. But then some unknown force seems to forcibly shove him to the ground. Leanne believes that the spirit that haunted...
That's just him losing his balance. I've seen it happen 100 times with kids. As for this kid, though, it's okay and all that he's playful, but they need to train him they need to teach him at the younger age better not to throw stuff around like that. Basically the way he's swatting the robot, the way he's throwing around the leaves, if they get that ingrained in them at a young age, they'll grow up with that, and they'll end up being more destructive and more violent as they grow older. So basically, if they want to throw around the leaves, you need to make sure you have them clean up the leaves afterwards. As for hitting the toy like that with the other toy, I guess that could be considered fun and competitive, but if you want to get them into stuff like that, I'd basically get them something like one of those blow-up doll thingies that you punch. I forget what they're called. You hit them and they go down and come back up. I'd suggest getting him one of those over a toy like that. But yeah, you have to be careful with the violent behavior and make sure it doesn't escalate too much as they grow. It starts out as playful, but that escalates and escalates and escalates, and basically they keep pushing and seeing where your bottom line is, and if you don't put a bottom line, they'll just keep pushing, thinking everything's okay. Now, this is my advice to somebody who has no kids, has never raised a kid. I only have family that has kids, and I've only seen them part of the time, so my information comes from nowhere. So take whatever I say with a grain of salt.
Their house was now targeting her 6-year-old son. Soon after this video and several other incidents, Leanne and her family moved out. They had only lived in the house for 7 months, but they no longer felt safe. So, was Leanne's house haunted by the former tenant? What do you think? The unwanted roommate.
Now that kid looked like he automatically went to grab more leaves after he was supposedly knocked down. That's another thing why I think that he either just stumbled or he fell back. I don't think he was pushed.
Popular paranormal investigator Chriselle Luna says that after 8 years of exploring haunted places, that some strange dark presence seems to have attached itself to her and even followed her home. At her new apartment in the Dominican Republic, she sets up multiple cameras around her home in hopes of capturing the strange paranormal activity that she experiences on a daily basis.
Got some strong cheekbones. Some people actually find that very attractive. So I'm not saying anything about that. I'm not exactly that form. I prefer like a rounder face. Not a ball face, but a rounder face, but prominent cheekbones there.
And it works. Late one night as Chriselle is sleeping in bed, her security camera catches something chilling.
Looks like the picture's being moved by a string, just from the way it's moving. That's how I expect it would be moved from a string. As for that pillow there, I think somebody left their toy under it.
Eerily, a pillow at the end of Chriselle's bed begins to move, rocking back and forth on its own. Then a painting on the wall just sort of slowly rotates. The sound of the painting scraping along the wall wakes Chriselle, but she's confused and has no idea where the strange...
If you notice that the painting on the wall, it keeps pulling to the left and then swinging back down naturally. Swinging to the left, well, being pulled to the left and swinging back naturally. I would have found this more believable if it would have swung to the right. But the only times it's ever gone to the right is just it coming back down from the left. It's never gone as far right as it's going left. That's why I think a string is moving it. As for the deal, I was kind of kidding when I said a toy, but it looks like, if I had to say, it looks like basically a high setting of some sort of remote control vibrator. Don't know what type. Could be a ball, could be anything else, but basically, that's how I think that's moving.
Sound might have come from. Cut to the next night, and Chriselle is woken again by strange sounds, but this time the bizarre noises are coming from her empty, dark bathroom. She grabs her phone and hits record. What she captures is absolutely...
Holy shit, look at all that stuff on the counter. Do you actually need all that stuff? What the hell's even... Okay, is all that stuff even used on a daily basis? What the hell is this? My counter has an electric toothbrush, has deodorant, body spray, Hairbrushes, toothpaste, and some liquid hand soap. I think that's all my personal counter has on it. What is all that? What the hell?
Unnerving.
I've had that same problem before. The way I solved it was I replaced my cable for my microphone. I think the cable is going out. She shouldn't be having that problem since she's using a phone, but maybe it's bad compression, maybe it's bad recording. Maybe even a bad sector in the memory. Or it could be as little as just simply a piece of dirt or something over the microphone slot. Because that will also create problems somewhat like that. It could also be wind blowing into the microphone because it also sounds a bit like that. Becomes more prominent when she talks. I think it's a problem with the compression or with whatever filter she's using.
A creepy mist-like figure can be seen moving around in Chriselle's bathroom, but when she heads into a
That looks just like the reflection of light off of something hitting over the window. I didn't have a lot of stuff when I was growing up. I didn't have game systems or anything like that, so I played with everything I could get my hands on. Anything shiny could create an effect like that.
investigate, there's nothing there. So is Chriselle haunted by a dark presence? Or just what is this? Let me know what you think. You can watch Chriselle's entire video and many more creepy explorations over on her YouTube channel, Chriselle Luna. Watching
I love the name Luna.
you. This next video was sent in by Nukes Top 5 viewer Felix Estrella from Gainesville, Florida. One very early morning, Felix admits that he was a little inebriated when he went outside for some fresh air. He then spots something truly bizarre in a garage window. He pulls out his phone and starts to film.
I don't know, since a young age, I've always been particular for the female names Luna and Lisa.
What the bro? Okay, cool.
Yeah, this guy's full of shit. The way the camera just got all freaking shaky like that for no reason. And just when it happened to get shaky, well, basically it was pretty much still, and to get us a good show of the face. And when the face decided to disappear, the camera got all shaky.
A pale, creepy face can be seen watching Felix from the window.
So if you look, it's rather steady right there. Not completely steady, but it's still pretty steady.
As Felix walks closer to the garage, the face mysteriously disappears. So could it be
Oh, is that supposed to be him walking closer?
that Felix caught some kind of ghost or entity by accident? You tell me. Paranormal?
He really can't hold still the camera, and I don't know, I didn't think it would cause that much of a commotion walking. I've taken video walking before, and I've never had it that shaky. Now, if he was running, that'd be understandable, but walking? Does he got no balance?
Nightmare. For the last 5 years, Kathy Gallinger from the YouTube channel Paranormal Nightmares says she's been experiencing paranormal activity in her home in Canada. Now, Kathy might seem familiar as I've featured some of her spooky captures in her home before.
She does look familiar.
Oddly, the paranormal presence often seems to target
What a beautiful cat.
her pet cats. Kathy believes that the source of the haunting in her home might be her collection of antique dolls. However, Kathy doesn't want to get rid of the dolls as they belong to her aunt, who has now passed away. Kathy keeps the creepy dolls in the basement with a security camera monitoring the area 24/7. So one day at around 3 p.m. in the afternoon,
I've said this before, guys. Dolls, at least the olden types, are empty. They're hollow inside, which is well, in most of the myths I find, is the perfect thing to be inhabited by certain types of things / energies. So either, I believe I heard that there's special something you're supposed to put inside them that'll stop that from happening, but as I've said before, I don't really believe in any of this stuff. Only reason I know about it is I find it interesting, so I study it. Well, not exactly study. I read up for enjoyment.
Kathy's husband Jamie goes into the basement to quickly cut a piece of wood in his basement workshop. When he comes back out, he's a bit freaked by what he sees.
I think it's salt you're supposed to put in them. I've seen this before. A magician was doing it. Basically, there's a string going from the chair around the back of the TV into the hallway where he was. Probably even around the legs of the couch, or the love seat over there. Now, the fact that he simply had that piece of wood sitting there, and instead of poking at the chair, he waves it around the back going, "Look, no strings."
Hun?
The chair the dolls are in seems to lean back on its own and just stays there, wobbling in mid-air. Jamie can't believe his eyes and uses the piece of wood he was cutting to just kinda...
Oh, that's a piece of wood he was cutting. Okay, that's why he had it. I was thrown off because the image they showed didn't have a finish on it. But still, why would he swing it that way? Why wouldn't he poke the chair with it?
Poke around the chair, looking for anything weird.
It looked like he was just trying to, as I said, I've seen magicians do this. It's like, look, no strings, waving it where you'd expect the strings to be. Honestly, on this, I'd expect the string to be going down from the back towards the TV, well, towards the TV stand, around the back of it, and then around those legs of the couch, of the love seat there, and into the hallway.
But he finds nothing, even after checking on all sides. The chair drops back to the floor and Jamie has had enough. He decides to just get out of there. But Jamie isn't the only one who has had a terrifying experience in the house. In the middle of the night, Kathy hears noises coming from the upstairs bathroom. She returns with her phone and begins to record in the dark. Before long, things take a terrifying turn.
Okay guys, it's 2:30 in the morning. I'm in the upstairs bathroom. I was in here 5 minutes ago by myself, and I heard something whisper my name, so I ran into the bedroom and got my phone. I'm scared shitless. I'm in here by myself. I've got the nightlight on. I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm just waiting to see if I can catch the voice again. Oh my god. Who are you? Oh my god. Go away.
Kathy is shocked as she sees what looks like a strange, misshapen shadow figure that seems to emerge right out of the darkness. She says she has no idea who or what it could be. So is Kathy's house haunted? Are the dolls haunted? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Yeah, that looked kind of like smoke coming out from the dolls. And it looked like a special effect at that. As for the shadow figure, what the hell is she doing in a bathroom like that? In complete darkness at 2 a.m.? If you're that insists on seeing something, just set up a motion detecting camera on the toilet and leave it there overnight.
You can watch Kathy's videos over on her YouTube channel, Paranormal Nightmares. Thank you so much for watching, and total opposite of what I usually say, but a lot of videos will be coming up in December. And also finally, hopefully, some Nukes Stop By merch will be coming out just in time for the holidays.
Awesome.
Hopefully I'll see you back here for another video soon.
Okay guys, like always, the original will be in the description, so if you enjoyed Nuke's video, follow the link back to the original and give it a like. If you want to see more Nuke's videos, give them a sub. If you enjoyed my reaction, give me a like, and if you want to see more of my videos, give me a sub. And I will see you guys in the next video.